morning, welcome back to the channel. I'm starting this video on the go because the other people in the convoy are in a hurry. We currently have an hour's drive to the South African border post because we are on our way to go do Sani Pass. I'm super stoked for this. This is the longest trip I've ever done as a driver, the longest trip this Hilux of mine has ever done since I've owned it, full stop. Yesterday we drove about somewhere between 600 and 700 kilometers to Underberg, and we are from there we are now going to the South African border post at the base of Sani Pass. For those of you who didn't watch the first video, honestly it's fine. I think it's a bit boring as I'm recording it, but it is up there if you want to go check it out. We are 5 vehicles in the convoy. It's a 79 series cruiser for backup. It's my 1994 Hilux, my dad's buddy's 1997 Hilux, my dad's 1996 80 series cruiser, and my dad's 1992 double cab Hilux. So it's a bunch of old shit boxes hitting up Sani Pass. But as I said, it's an hour's drive to the border post now, so I will catch up with you when we get there. Okay, I know I said I was going to check in at the border post, but I just have to say, this road between Underberg and the Sani border post is amazing. The tires in great condition, no speed limit. The views are super scenic, lots of elevation changes, so windy. It's almost like a racetrack designer designed this road. This is just a phenomenal piece of road. I'm in a flippin' 90s Hilux, but I'm check this, hitting that inside apex at the second third of the corner, holding it. Good. Okay, I definitely misjudged this corner. I'm catching up with the cruiser in front of me. Slam on brakes. Okay, now I transition outside apex, set up for the next corner. This is so much fun, such a great drive, and look at the view. We're 13 kilometers away from the border post. This is awesome. Okay, never mind, there's a speed limit, 60. I will acknowledge it. I will definitely acknowledge the speed limit. Not that I can do any faster because I've got that boat in front of me. I swear the road can hear me when I deliver my little pieces to camera, because just as I was talking about, oh no, this road is so great, it's unencumbered, there's no BS, we hit this, a 40 kilometer speed limit and a cluster of speed bumps. But now we're back to the road. Now, I haven't driven many mountain passes in my life yet, because I haven't driven a whole lot in my life yet, but I can definitely say this is one of the better mountain roads that I have driven. It urges you to drive it. All this road needs is Eurobeat, and then it'll be complete. For those of you that caught that reference, you know exactly what I meant. For those of you that didn't, I guess the fun is over. We just arrived at the border post. Oh, stickers. I guess that's where you put the stickers. I brought a sticker to put on the board. I need to remember to do that. So here we're going to check out of South Africa. I'm going to air down my tires to 1.6 bar in the front, 1.5 bar in the back, and then we are going to hit Sani Pass. Right, I am now checked out of South Africa. Now I just need to fix my tire pressures, and then we can set off. Quickly stopped, saved the GoPro, and engaged my front locking hubs. Previously I was just sort of cruising in first gear. Now I'll probably be hopping between second, third and fourth in low range. That's fourth right now, so I'll be chilling there. So I know there's been a wives' tale for many years now about Sani Pass apparently being tar now. It is not. Currently only the access road leading up to the border post is tarred. Sani Pass itself up to the Lesotho border pass where you officially enter Lesotho is still very much Sani Pass, although the grading is not as bad as some people would make it out to be, although I believe that once we get to the big notorious switchbacks, that is going to change. There's actually a Quantum van that passed us not too long ago, just a regular Quantum taxi bus. That cannot be a fun ride, because I won't lie, I did sort of underestimate Sani Pass. I'm definitely thankful that I have low range and four-wheel drive. The low range especially helps a lot. One thing you need is above average ground clearance, because there are a few rocks where you need to be sort of wary of the lowest point on your car. Otherwise, so far, still pretty mild. Definitely have to keep an eye on your engine temps. Luckily, I have an electric fan, but especially if you have a viscous fan in your vehicle, like literally every other car that is currently here, other than maybe the Cruiser. I don't know how those are put together. Luckily, an e-fan works irrespective of your engine RPM, but this is lots of low RPM driving, and with the current weather, it is rather warm. So that is definitely something that you need to keep an eye on, because it would suck to have to overheat and deal with that up here. Just take a look at that view, and if you check up front there, we are nearly at the switchbacks. Oh man, my tacho's bugging out. Of all the things, it's that. I mean, I'm thankful that it's not something that I need to fix immediately, but fixing a tacho, that's like borderline witchcraft. My temperature needle is ever so slightly lurching its way up to overheating, so I've popped the heat on, and I think once I get to the switchbacks, I'm just gonna let the thing rest for a bit. Okay, I decided to pull over right here before I hit the switchbacks. It did start getting warmer than I wanted it to. It didn't overheat yet, but it was going to probably once I get to the switchbacks. So I'm pulled over, but I could have picked a worse spot, because look at the view behind me. Holy crap, that is not much short of breathtaking. That's amazing. Just a little meandering stream through the valley. That's the road. There should be a smaller white Hilux coming up shortly. Yeah, this is nice. This is a nice place on earth. Right, my temperature needle is plummeting quicker than I thought it would, so that's good. At least I'm going to give it a few more moments just to chill a little bit. I imagine it's overheating due to all of the load. I guess my radiator really doesn't flow enough, because that was a theory that we had. Also the slightly thinner air up here as the engine's working a bit harder and the fan has a bit less air to push. And speaking of, there's the little white Hilux that I mentioned just now. My tacho has definitely gone cattywampus in one or other way. That's saddening, but it's not the worst thing that could have happened up here. Okay, time to leave this place. She's cooled down all the way to where the fan turned off, so we are good to go now. Seems as though it's the underbonnet air temps that got to my tacho, because now that it's cooled down, my tacho is back to normal. That is good, that is excellent. I think the problem now lies just with the joint at the solder. Obviously as electronics get hot, resistance goes up, but I think the solder is where the problem area is. I'm very glad for those hood spaces, because any heating issues I had just now would have been greatly amplified if I didn't have the extra heat extraction that the bonnet spaces grant me. Very, very glad I did those. Here we are at the infamous switchbacks, the bucket list thing, the thing that is on all of the stickers. Got the GoPro running, so I think I'm going to switch over to the GoPro footage so I can focus on driving. Driving up Sani Pass has been a bucket list item of mine for the longest time. Or rather, I should clarify, driving up Sani Pass in my own car, because yes, you can go and rent a vehicle from the many companies in South Africa that do rent expedition vehicles out. But there's just something about driving up one of the most beautiful roads in Southern Africa, in something that is yours, and in my case that you built basically from the ground up. So when I finally did get to cross this one off my bucket list, I elected to put the camera down and enjoy it. I just wanted to drive up Sani Pass in my blue Hilux
take in the views, soak it all up, and be in the moment. So this is just some pure GoPro footage of, as you can see, my blue Hilux going up Sani Pass. So if you grow a bit bored with it, feel free to skip a bit ahead. And before I leave you with the rest of this little trip, I would like to remind you to leave a comment if you would like to, if you really enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll catch up to you when I get to the top. We have made it. Good girl. Let me just get a little something inside here. How's it, Mr. Adam? I had to tighten up my hat because the wind up here is a bit angry, but all of the old rigs made it. The rest of the convoy is already on their way down because they didn't have to stop for engines that got a bit warm. The white one isn't going back down and back up again. He's going to go across the border and he's going to chill there. I'm going back down and then back up again as well. So alright, time to go back down now. Curious to see how these switchbacks are on the way down. Very curious, and I'm out of breath. The air up here is a bit thin, I won't lie. And that is the board telling me that I am now on Sani Pass. Let's get this. Alright, we decided to take a quick stop here at what we have decided to be a vantage point and look at this. We are looking down at the entire valley. This is quite the scene. You don't really realize how steep Sani is, especially at the turns, until you drive down it. Driving up it was almost, I almost want to say tame, except for the first turn where I got very close to the edge, having to make a wide turn because these things turn like boats. But going down, there are a few moments where you're like, oh, okay, that's why people say this is the way it is. Nothing too nerve-wracking. No, there were no points where my like that, but it was certainly not a pedestrian drive. I look forward to going all the way back down now and then back up. Great to look forward to it. I'm sorry, look at that view. That is bloody great. Thankfully, the plan was not to go all the way back down. It was just to go back down the switchbacks and then back up again. Thank goodness, because the switchbacks are the fun, cool part. The rest of it is just kind of a bore. I will admit I do have a slightly faulty idle control valve. The altitude and how thin the air is up here doesn't help my idling, so I'm having to maintain idle with my foot right now, but we deal with it. I'm in low range, so all is easy enough at least. There's no biggie making a 3-point turn where if I do it wrong I fall off of a mountain. It's chill. I mean, the fact that I am not only in 4-wheel drive but also have that limited slip diff, I mean, it's not too bad because that's a quirk of the conversion. That shudder in reverse is a common quirk of conversions, especially in South Africa. Rumor has it's to do with the bell housings. They're not 100% true, so you do get a shudder, and I'm lucky that my shudder only happens in reverse. My dad's Hilux, that has the 4.3 V8 V6 in it, used to get the worst shudders driving around town. Like, it was bad. Many hours were invested into getting that bell housing right again. But my thoughts on Sani Pass, that is
what I need to be talking about right now. It's great. I can definitely see why it's a bucket list destination, or such an important drive. Not important, but you just want to do it. You gotta do it. If you can do it, you gotta do it. It's just, I guess it's the most basic of all the mountain passes that are kind of sketchy. Like you get like Nordea's Neck, which is just a very nice dirt road on the side of a mountain. Sani Pass, I'd say, is like the mid-range. It's not easy, but it's not difficult. I think the most challenging aspect of it is I've been on a few mountain passes. This is the first one I've ever driven, but I've been on a few, and this is the first time where I look down and like, ooh, we're high. And it's definitely my first time getting a touch of altitude sickness, because I'm a bit queasy. I'm a bit short of breath, got a little bit of brain fog. I'm also a little bit sick, so that doesn't help. It's nothing serious, it's just I can definitely feel that the altitude is there. But I'm having an absolute great time. This is such a cool experience, and to think that this little blue Hilux that I've spent building for the past 3 years of my life with these two soft hands has driven all the way from Vereniging to Underberg, and then did Sani Pass, and then went down Sani Pass, and then went back. Oh, well, I'm still going up. I shouldn't count my chickens before they've hatched, but it'll go up, But this car that I've built and invested sweat, blood, tears, because it was not a smooth ride to get this thing here, has made the trip. This is just great. It's awesome. I am, dare I say, proud of myself. Not if. When you do Sani Pass yourself, do yourself a favor. I know it sounds stupid, go up to the edge, not on it, just close enough to where you can glare over it and look down. That is so bonkers. That is so cool.
I'm sorry, this is so damn cool. So damn cool. Just look at that.
Right. I am coming to the end of Sani Pass. I forgot to mention earlier in the video, while driving this, keep your thumbs outside your steering wheel. There are a few rocks where they will catch your front wheels and send your steering wheel into a direction, and if your thumbs are inside your steering wheel, you may or may not hurt your thumb, so keep that in mind. Okay, that Isuzu in front of me is a 2x4, so for the sake of sportsmanship, I have gone into too high for this last little bit. I'm gonna have to be careful with my clutch. All right. I know my clutch is a bit fragile. I don't have a very good clutch in it. It's a D4D clutch, so by all means it should easily hold the torque this engine makes, but it's not a good clutch. Not a good one. Alright, now I've got to set off at this gradient. The limited slip diff, I can hear it working. I can hear the wheels grabbing and letting go, grabbing and letting go, grabbing and letting go. Why are these people reversing? Why? My poor clutch, man. That was better. That was considerably better. We stop now. All right. my clutch. So they're turning around to go back up, down and up again. I'm going all the way up. I think I'll go down again just for the sport of it, I guess. But I'm still in two-wheel drive, so let's see. I'm gonna have to keep momentum if I'm gonna make it up this part. Limited slip diff, I'm so happy to have it. So happy to have it. And that was just the last little bit, and I'm on top again. I lied, that was the last little bit. I'm letting my inner Camille de Villiers loose here. Sorry. I recognize on camera that I'm being a dickhead. I admit to it, and to everybody concerned, I apologize dearly.
Yes, that is the shot right there. Oh yes, Land Cruiser. There is only one more thing to do now. Those that are in the know, those that are not, I'll tell you. You have not driven up Sani Pass if you haven't entered Lesotho and had a drink at the highest pub in Africa. It doesn't have to be alcoholic. You can have a cup of hot chocolate. But if you've gone up Sani Pass, you gotta stop and have a drink at the Sani Top pub. I don't even know what it's called, I just know it exists. I just went down and up Sani one more time. Gotta go check into Lesotho before we head to the pub, because the pub is in Lesotho. I've got my document pouch, I've got some money. I think it's 100 bucks for an adult, 90 bucks for your car. And as per protocol, I'm going to put the phone away now. You're not allowed to take photos or videos at the post. That was certainly an interesting border post experience. So you pay 100 bucks to their home affairs for you, and then 90 bucks for one vehicle. Or rather, I paid 100 bucks to home affairs for me, and then 90 bucks to the police for my car. Gosh, it was hot in there. It was a weird office, that. Very interesting. And now we enter Lesotho to go there. Alright, I just saw another sign. Altitude is 2,873 meters. Now we are heading to the Sani Top Lodge. I might just get myself something from that shop right there. Wind warning, please reverse park and hold on to doors. I guess that's expected. And there you have it. All 5 of the vehicles lined up. We are officially here for the 3rd time today. Now we head inside there to conclude the, I guess we'll call it the pilgrimage. Lots of BMW GS's as expected. There was multiple GS Club stickers on the Lesotho board, but something I did not expect to see at Sani Top, mind you, is a Kawasaki ZZR 1400. This is a whole ass superbike. So what the fuck are you doing here? How did you get here? Certainly not via Sani Pass, but certainly an interesting spot to see at Sani Top. And mind you, it's not stock. It's a little bit tricked out. It's got a funky exhaust. Don't know what that exhaust is. It just says Rata on it. And if I am not mistaken, that is a quick shifter. Yeah, that is what we are here for. Here we are. This is the penultimate viewpoint. Yes. Now we're just chilling here. Nice cozy room. Quite like the way that these mountain lodges are built, but yeah. Right then, I can officially tick Sani Pass off the bucket list. We are staying at the Sani Stone Lodge, not very far from here. We are heading there right now actually. So yeah, please, I don't think I've asked you already, hit the like button, leave a comment, tell me what you want to see more of, what you want to see less of. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Before I go, if you're like me, you'll want stickers after driving Sani Pass. Where do you buy the stickers? There. That little place. They've got stickers, they've got beer, they've got hats, they've got lots of stuff. Just bring cash. They don't have card facilities though, so that's where you buy the stickers.